What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here, and in today's video I'm going to be going over this possible interesting bit of news we might have just got about Madden 21. It's some news that kind of came in a way that's not typical, but it definitely looks like something that's relevant for Madden 21, so I want to go over that in this video and I'll explain it all for you guys. If you're new to the channel and you want to stay up to date on all of the Madden 21 news that's going to be dropping over the next few weeks and months, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you never miss any of these important uploads. So, we just got news about the NFL Draft. Now, as a lot of you know, the NFL Draft is not going to be carried out as normal, as it would usually be this year because of what's going on in the world right now. You can't have a lot of, people together, large gatherings and things like that. So while the NFL Draft is still going to happen, it's not going to happen like usual. So what the NFL did was they reached out to EA Sports, and what they're having them do is they're working on a virtual draft experience, which is basically going to show the prospects as they get drafted, a virtual kind of avatar of them, a Madden version, if you will, of these players walking across the stage, meeting the commissioner, holding up the jersey and things like that. They're doing this because they want to air this during the NFL Draft instead of just showing the players at home or whatever the case may be, because again, these players and all these, executives and everybody, they can't get together in person because of what's happening. So EA is going to do a Madden version of this, but what's interesting is this isn't in current Madden. So this is something they're building or we're already working on. And furthermore, it's not even going to just be the players walking on stage and meeting the commissioner. They're actually going to ask these players, hey, what do you want your player to do? What do you want your guy to do when he interacts with the commissioner? Because everybody's different. Most people will shake his hand, but you oftentimes see some people get excited. They give him a hug. We've even seen players give him chest bumps and things like that. So they're going to ask all of these prospects, hey, when you do get drafted, what do you want your guy to do when he meets the commissioner? So it's going to be, a little bit more in depth what they're creating. But what's interesting about this is we don't have this in Madden, and that's one area of the game that a lot of people have complained about over the years. They say, hey, the NFL Draft, it's kind of basic, kind of boring, it lacks a lot of immersion and attention to detail, which you could say is the case for many things in the game. There's a lot of areas of the game that lacks immersion and attention to detail, but the NFL Draft is certainly one of those things, and people have been asking for years for them to spice this up to make it more lifelike. Now, if EA is working on this for the NFL, why would this not be put into Madden? It literally makes no sense. One of two things. Either one, what I think is they were already working on this. They were already going to put this in Madden, and that's probably how this came to be. They probably talked, and they said, hey, we're already kind of working on this thing. We've got it built out. We can do this for the NFL Draft and do the same thing. Because in my mind, I know in terms of like video game development, while some things are easier than others, most things aren't that easy, right? To just build out over the span of a couple weeks, right? Because we just really found out not that long ago, probably within, you would say, the last 10 days for sure, that, hey, the NFL Draft can't happen as normal. Because we're kind of just finally coming to grips with the fact that, hey, everything's got to be locked down for a while. So this isn't something, in my mind, that they could have just jumped on and started building right out the gate. Because not only will it take time, but it will take time away from developing Madden 21, which they're already at a disadvantage because it's different than it would be any other year, because again, with what's going on, the developers aren't in the office, they're working from home, so it's a lot different. You would expect that would make things a little bit tougher. So to take time out and work on something separate that wouldn't be used in the game, to me, doesn't really seem like something that would be happening. And even if that was the case, even if they were not planning to do this but are doing it now, it still would make no sense not to put it in the game, because you already have it done. Why wouldn't you take advantage of it? It's things that fans have wanted, people want it. But even if it's something people didn't ask for, the fact that you have it done, why not take double advantage of this and put it into your game? It only makes sense to. So among hearing this news, of course, a lot of fans like myself, we all thought the same thing. We said, oh, well, this must be coming to Madden. And people, are commenting and saying, man, if they don't put this in Madden, we're all going to be like pretty pissed off, because again, if you have it, why wouldn't you use it? One way or the other. Like I said, I think they were already working on it, but even if they're doing this you know, on the side and it wasn't something they originally planned, it literally makes no sense not to put it in there. And I think franchise mode players would welcome this with open arms. It's not the main feature they want. I don't think they want this as the only change to franchise mode, definitely not. But if it's one of those secondary changes, oh, people would, I think, love this, because the draft in Madden is just very, very basic, and it's not exciting, basically, and this would make it a lot more exciting. So I'm really curious to see, number one, how this looks on TV when they air it, when the NFL draft happens, how good it looks. Does it look, you know, good, or does it not really look that great? And number two, you know, when it comes to the game, because again, it really makes no sense for them not to put this in Madden. So I think, although this is kind of a different way of receiving news from Madden, you know, something that's not typical, it definitely seems like this is something that will be coming to Madden 21. Let me know below if you guys are excited about this. Is this something that you would welcome and want to see? Is this something you really don't care about? Let me know below. Check out some of these other videos here, and as always, I will see you guys next time.